So I was just on Twitter, and this is huge. This is Rose McGowan giving her insight on this whole Russell Brand situation. She started out with a tweet saying, "What if I told you that the biggest mainstream media story in the Western world right now is not adding up?" And then she proceeded to do a kind of like a voice note letting people know her thoughts. From her, she's pretty much saying that she believes all victims. She stands with the victims, but she feels as if you are going to be an accuser, that you should not be anonymous. She had to put her name on record, and she is questioning the way that the media and these outlets are coming for Russell Brand and the way that they're doing it and the way that the stories are being read, with the anonymous nature and things not being put on record as she feels they should have been, or what she had to do with her situation. Now, this is huge because Rose McGowan, and she was upset when, she was called one of. So we'll say that she is the first woman to speak out with the whole Me Too movement. So this is huge. This is huge when you have a person who is at the forefront of the Me Too movement questioning how the media is handling this, questioning how the victims have come out, questioning how they, may or may not have, given their names and been on record. This is huge. So I will clip what she said after this. I want to know you guys' thoughts. Um, she definitely seems like there's something going on here. She's questioning it, just like a lot of you guys are questioning this. Um, so yeah.
Let me start this by saying I stand with all victims. I think what's being done right now in the Russell Brand case with The Guardian and the other news outlets is part of a concerted effort to turn the public in general against anybody who comes out. And one of the reasons and ways they're doing this is a concerted effort to bend journalistic rules that have always been in place, such as having to be on the record with who you are and what your name is in order to accuse. I didn't make these rules. These are the rules. They were the rules. So there's something very strange going on when these rules are being bent in order to push a narrative. It's almost like Icarus flew too close to the sun. He's a low-lying fish and not one of the truly powerful, so he can be thrown to the wolves. I don't know if he's guilty. I don't know if he's innocent. That's not what this is about. This is about driving us further apart, and mainstream media and media outlets protecting people on a higher up level from true consequence, from what they're really doing and what they're really getting away with. And the real losers in this are actual victims. I am sorry and hurt for anybody who's been hurt. But this narrative and the way it's being done is just pushing this culture war, pushing us farther apart, and pushing any gains gotten by people believing accusers to the edge. And this is a way to have us not be believed. This is not the way the reporting is done. You have to go on the record. It has always been that way. I didn't make it so. It didn't make me happy to have to do so. Neither did it make others happy to have to do so. But to blindly and anonymously accuse, none of these high-level journalistic outlets would have ever let this be published before. So I have to ask why? Why now? What is the true narrative they're pushing?
So what do you think? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now, I will say that I agree. I feel like the media has a narrative that they want to push. I've seen that with the Johnny Depp situation. I know that they will spin things as they see fit. When they have an agenda, when there's somebody, the higher ups, the people who pull the strings that make this world go fucking round in the way that it works, the way that it works. I know that there are people who control a lot of fucking things, and they control the narrative and they control the media. I completely get that. I don't know how to feel in this situation. I do see that a lot of people, even Rose, are questioning this situation, questioning the validity of the claims. Um, you know, and I'm not saying that she's questioning the validity of the claims, because she's made it very clear she stands with victims, but questioning the media and how they're doing this and how they've, done this run out of these articles on Russell. I want to be able to present information as it comes out, and from whatever side, I want to be able to present that. I don't know how to feel. This is very tough for me. My initial reaction is to believe the victims. Um, I do not know Russell Brand. I have not really followed his work. I know that he has a huge, huge, massive audience and backing and support. That is very clear from online, even in my comments. People do not believe that he's done this, and they feel that it is very much, like he said, a coordinated effort with the media and these news entities to take him down and silence him from his talking of controversial topics, and maybe getting too close to some of the truth that the higher up people who are pulling strings don't want society to know, or have them thinking in that way, that will challenge what they're trying to do to, like, hurt us all together or whatever. This is very conflicting. This is a very fucked situation. I just wish that, I'm not sure if this is going to a trial, like, if that's even brought up. I'm not sure. I'm wondering if, like, I know he has lawyers and everything advising him and whatnot, but if it hasn't gone to a trial, aren't you still free to, like, kind of say things? Like, so if he were to, like, go out on his show and be like, hey, this is what's going on, like, I don't, mind you, I'm just speculating. I don't know if any of this is allowed, appropriate, whatever. But just given what is said in the claims, and he's saying that he has evidence witness to directly refute this, I think the quickest thing to squash this and, like, move on with his life would be to release that evidence, and he could go on his show and be like, look, I know these claims are out here, but this is X, Y, and Z of what I have to defend myself and prove my innocence. This is what it is. This is not true. Moving on, and it would blow up everything. The Sunday Times, the dispatches, they would all have to, like, answer to where they've gotten their information from. It would blow up a whole fucking thing, but at least then his evidence is out there. He's spoken his piece. We have both sides. But I know he's being advised different things, and we don't know what he's going to do. But it's just very shocking with Rose McGowan coming out. I'm just conflicted. And then say this does go to trial, and people are saying they want to see the evidence. It should, we need to see this all play out. My only concern is, like, the whole Danny Masterson thing went to trial. He was convicted by, the judge, jury, and sentenced, and that's also being questioned. And, the victims aren't being believed. So say this does go to trial, he's convicted, this, that, and other. I kind of feel like because he has such a big following and massive support, it's still not going to be believed or questioned, and not satisfactory to all parties. Like, nothing is ever satisfactory. But we're not even there yet. But, like, I just feel like, at what point do we believe victims anymore, And it's really sad that I kind of feel like, obviously people have lied about things happening before Amber Heard, but I really feel like she has made this such, like, she has given people an open door to just, like, not believe anything when it comes to scenarios and situations like this, because she lied so bad. But yeah, I just want to be able to present what's happening, the information out there. Yes, I need why it's 3 in the fucking morning and I'm just fucking up. But yeah. So I just wanted to do that, and this is crazy, you guys.